included.
This is episode 13 of Torspp.
Welcome to episode 13 of Torspp, Tired of Regular Stupid People podcast. Dude, you got a little off topic. Fucking, but it reminds me. I don't know if this was on the podcast, but you got to tell it like the story of when you fell on the trampoline recently. That shit is fucking hilarious. And then we got to talk about you choking to death on a Whopper while we were playing with a random in Fortnite. And he fucking just didn't care, dude. He was like, I got to kill. Guy over here. I'm like, my homie is dying. I'm like, he's joking, dickhead. Yeah, I was like, he's joking, dude. Dude, hold on, I'll tell that story first, and then you can tell the fucking trampoline story. This was recently. This is what, 2 weeks ago, probably.
Give or take.
3 weeks ago,
about
probably.
3
Yeah,
or
it
so.
was a little,
Yeah.
yeah, it was probably 3 weeks ago. Still fresh in my fucking mind though because it was so fucking funny. And we were playing Fortnite as we do, playing some Xbox, relaxing. And Zach, I think, was eating a Whopper that he either just got or it was like
double
he saved
Whopper.
it.
No, hold on. Let me kind of paint the scene.
Yeah.
Like we looked for a group for this dude, or I think we did trios. No, we're sitting there for this dude, and I'm about to go to Burger King get a fucking food.
Oh
yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah, we were doing festivals. One that doesn't know, that's like Guitar Hero and
Fortnite.
In Fortnite, essentially, they added a mode that's like, what is it, Rock Band or Guitar Hero?
Rock Band, Guitar.
The guys that made Rock Band and Guitar Hero, they went and worked on this for Epic Games / Fortnite, whatever you want to call it. So, sorry, yeah, I'm not trying to. But anyone that didn't know,
I want some food, and I went and got a double Whopper. The lady at the drive-through ended up giving us ice cream cones. Oh, did you not order these? No. I was like, well, you can keep them. Don't tell anyone, or I'll get fired. And I'm just sitting here holding two big ass fucking cones of ice cream. They're melting down my hand. And I go home. And I start eating it, and we go immediately into a Fortnite match, and then there you go.
All right, so we're inside this Fortnite match, and we're probably halfway through. I'd say we're doing pretty good as a trio. Quite a bit of kills,
Enjoying the Whopper.
and Zach's eating his Whopper, talking and shit, and we get into a discussion about fat people because Zach started talking about someone being fat. I think his sister might have called a character, something to that effect. And he was like, oh, fucking fat ass or whatever. And I was like, dude, the irony, because he was chewing while he said this. So I was like, the irony of you calling someone fat while fucking stuffing your face with a fucking Whopper. And he just started, I guess the Whopper got sucked down his windpipe.
I started laughing.
For the next, yeah, dude, for the next 15 minutes. And I'm not even exaggerating. I feel like I have a pretty bad concept of time. Sometimes I'll over-exaggerate things and be like, it was 30 minutes.
There's no
dude,
way.
That shit.
15 minutes.
I swear to fucking God, dude. 15 minutes straight. Dude, you were dying. You were normal after. I thought you were fine. We'd sit there and start talking 20 minutes after type shit, and you'd still be like, just random cough come out. I'm like, this nigga, bro, he's gonna die. And you got slowly better, but then you'd still be like, oh, dude, and you're you're sitting there God damn, dude, I fucking almost died.
Hold on. I'll tell you what though. While choking on a Whopper, both you and him died, and I fucking
dude, I was dying. I literally was laughing so fucking hard.
And rebooted y'all.
I could not stop laughing. Yeah, because you weren't even moving. You're just crouched, dying, off the fucking controller, clutching your fucking neck, trying not to choke to death by yourself in your room, fucking too mad, fucking AFK on Fortnite for 5 days before your body gets found type shit. What's crazy though, you were choking pretty loud and no one came to help you. And you just went and got that food, so they were awake.
Yeah, they knew.
Because the fucking kid we were playing with, we've probably been playing with him for an hour up to this point, 2 hours. And Zach fucking
need help? Come revive me.
Zach just was the guy was talking to Zach he was just completely fine. What the fuck, dude? I'm dead. Revive me. Zach's It's fucking amazing. I've never choked on my food like that, but it is so funny when people do it in front of me or like around me. I love it. It's so fucking. It's like slow down, dog. I
I
eat
wasn't
quick
being
too. I'm not even trying to
fast.
judge. Like
It
I
was
eat
you
pretty
being
quick.
from it being quick. You hit me with the funny joke while I had a mouthful.
I don't. That's why I don't eat around people, dude.
It's too dangerous.
It's dangerous. Shit, when we ate around each other, no jokes were cracked, bro. That's some fucking uncharted
It was
territory. You don't do that
just
shit.
silence, dude.
Yeah.
No shits were stirred.
No, that's my bad
Best
though. That
boys
shit was
eating.
really. I didn't expect you to fucking like inhale your food when I said that. You fat bitch.
It was like the draw.
So now you can tell your story about you tripping on the
Oh
fucking. And this
yeah.
was like recent too. This was like shortly
That was a
before.
little bit before that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was going out to the Porsche, and there's this like like little baby trampoline out in the living room because of my nephew, and pitch black or like
He's talking to me, by the way. He was on the headset. Hold
yeah,
on, let me, dude. Fuck, dude. I don't even remember what we were talking about, but goddamn, you were in the middle of saying something. You all of a sudden just like, oh.
yeah, it was
I
just like,
just pictured it in my head, just you fucking eating shit.
dude, it was like it's
What
like
I
saying
wouldn't
like
give, I'd pay fucking
whatever.
actual money to be a fly on the wall when that happened, bro. That's amazing shit.
I was
You know the
the
meme
way
where
I
it's like girls with time machines, boys with time machines, and it's like us
yeah,
doing like weirder shit, you know? Fucking dude, I would go back in time,
you with night
somehow
vision
travel to you
goggles in the back.
and watch that shit, dude, 'cause that's amazing. Would it still have happened, you think, though?
That's what I'm saying. You would have to like
'Cause
hide in
if
the
I would
corner
have
with like night
no,
vision
'cause like
goggles.
if I wasn't even on Xbox with you that night when you weren't
You'd
distracted
still be
talking to
there.
me on the
You would
headset.
still be doing what you're doing. Your future self would be in that moment also. It
Oh
would still be
shit.
playing out. It's
Oh
like, yeah, we would still be having
shit.
the exact same
You're on some
conversation. All of a
Project
sudden, just
Almanac shit, nigga.
you're just like
I was
standing in the
thinking like
background.
I was thinking like different time travel shit where it's like I just alternated. Because
Your
technically
future,
like
your past self just gets up and like, I
I
want
thought
to
it
go
was
back
like
to
if
that
I never
moment.
did that, like let's say I went back in time. Well, I guess you're right
Yeah,
because
if you
it's not even
interrupted
the same
yourself
version
from like,
of yourself. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's standard time travel shit. Yeah, Back to the Future. It's like two
And you,
versions of
like you
you.
like hear yourself on the mic, and you're like, "Damn, he sounds like a pussy." I'm like, "Huh? What was that?"
Oh,
Like
if
I
I had
didn't
a
say
if I
no,
had the
kid.
ability, like I made a time machine, dude, I'd be doing some fun shit. You had a time machine right now, and you could do three things. Obviously,
Oh, 13?
three things with it. What would you do?
Go to the past and
No depressing shit.
convince. Yeah, yeah. Go in the past and convince my younger self to convince my mom to invest in Bitcoin.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
You
I don't think
yourself
so.
probably could have invested in
How
Bitcoin
young
too,
were
because
we whenever Bitcoin was a thing?
well, when it like started getting really like booming was around like 2012. I feel like you would have had a couple bucks to be able to throw into something like that, especially with the
Not
prior
like a
knowledge of
card
being
or
like
anything. My mom
you
wouldn't
know
trust
all the shit. Yeah, but you could do it yourself. You're an adult now. Just go make. You've always
fully
been into
with me.
sci-fi and shit. If like you just all of a sudden as a 12-year-old like you walked in the room and you were like, "I'm you from the future. Listen, I know it's gonna sound fucking crazy, but I'll literally give it to you in paper. Just never show anyone this, but keep this, and one day it'll make sense. You need to invest in this shit." I feel like you'd understand. You're not dumb, and plus, like I just
Yeah.
said, like you're into that shit, like the Flash and shit. You'd be like, "What?" I feel like yeah, it makes sense to your mind. It's not like a foreign concept. I feel like a kind of like with aliens, like they're probably real, and I feel like the government and stuff like that wants us to kind of get used to that concept, and that's why they've been showing us like fucking aliens for the past like 100 years in movies and stuff like
And
that.
fucking casually just
Like if it ever
declassify the
does happen,
existence
people
of
won't fucking
UFOs.
freak out if they see it one time. It's like,
Yeah,
ah!
dude, they
It's like okay,
straight
we're
up
a little bit
told us.
desensitized to the idea of this.
Yeah, like whenever what's it called? We were in COVID or whatever. The U.S. straight up
Mm,
confirmed that UFOs were real, and no
yeah.
one batted a
Oh,
fucking eye.
that shit's all definitely real. Whether or not it's like that is government like military planes that we don't know about, like experimental shit from Area 51, or it is an alien. We don't know that 100%, but I believe in aliens, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
but back to you.
probably like set up all of it, like like as like like myself, like not like trusting my little 12-year-old self, like hey, set this up, like set Bitcoin up, and like just like I don't know, like put it like on like a flash drive or some shit, and
I
like
feel like I feel like the best way to do it is like you going up to your mom, like in like Raphael disguise from Ninja Turtles, where he's like in like the
I
the
wouldn't give it to my
fedora and
mom.
like the trench coat, and you go up to your mom and you're like, "Listen, Toots, like you gotta like obviously not, like she won't even know it's you. You know what I mean? She doesn't know what the fuck you look like as a 22-year-old man. She's gonna be like, who the fuck is that? And if you're wearing like sunglasses, a hat or some shit, she ain't gonna know. And you just explain to her, like, listen, this isn't a thing right now, but when it is, or you could literally, if you have a time machine, hypothetically, you have three uses for it. I'm giving you three uses for it to explain your uses. You could just say, like, literally the day before Bitcoin was about to explode into popularity and become like, it's going from a penny to like 50 grand or whatever, per Bitcoin or whatever, 20 grand. You could just like have your mom do it right then, or even you or whoever.
I want to like say it's gonna be like something along the lines of like stashing like the USB and shit in something I know that like I would have kept like over the time, like whatever it may be, because
I
I'm
guess
not
like,
like
would the
like like
plan
a little like
involve you telling
keepsake.
your younger self or no?
Well, so not necessarily. It would be more along the lines of like like one day like
You would
I
just
would like
like
stumble
see
upon
a
it, like see like
USB, plug it
yeah,
in.
like
It's
a little
like,
like
how
piece
the
of
fuck would you
paper.
know though?
Well, no, like a little
Is
USB
it
with like a
written
piece of
down?
paper, like,
Yeah.
hey, open this,
Okay,
and
okay.
like all of a sudden, it's, like go on there and like,
Okay. Use two for the time machine. What are you doing?
I want to say like go back to like an era before.
I wasn't like talking over you or nothing, but I was just saying beforehand, I guess when I cut out. Um, I was saying like, yeah, you're able to go back into the fucking present after you would be in the past. Like you're not stuck there, obviously. And then I was
Okay,
saying, like, the only thing I would say is like, think about if you are living in the past. Like you didn't specify. You said maybe like the 80s, like the Western, something like that. Um, the repercussions, because like you're wearing basically what you have
butterfly
on now,
effect.
and like you
Oh,
have a fucking time machine. It's like a big device. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like a
mm-mm.
fucking. So
Can I
it's.
like, choose like precise like location where I like pop up?
I would say yeah. I would say you'd be able to use coordinates to some degree, but you don't know what those coordinates mean necessarily. Like you
I
don't
would
know what the
fucking
fuck is gonna be in like
geomap
a certain.
back and then like well, like so like
I guess you could. Yeah, that is kind of smart. Yeah, you could literally find like a spot of land back in this time period that was like
like fucking
nothing
like
there.
Back to the Future 2,
Yeah.
like I know for a fact that there's gonna be a
Okay,
barn
I
that's gonna
guess
be
to
where
make
the
this more
house is.
interesting, you get to pick your time machine. Do you want Project Almanac
Oh,
time machine? Do you want DeLorean? Or do you want
cable time
the
watch.
one from Family Guy where it's like that they throw down that metal like platform thing and they step on it?
Oh,
Or Cable Time Watch, yeah.
cable time watch because I don't like the
With
fact
okay,
like
Cable
a
Time
little
Watch with
metal
three
object
uses.
that can get fucked up.
But
Like
the
so
three
like
uses,
it's
it also like each use reverts you back to your present self like after. So like that doesn't count as like another use to
so
go
all you
back.
do is it's like you get to see like the effects of it.
Exactly,
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, so I stick with Bitcoin for the one. And then like thinking like for like two, like yeah, something like um have you ever seen it's the show is called The Date That JFK Gets Assassinated. I think it's like 11/28/68 or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
I know what you're talking
And
about.
James Franco is the main role. It's like he goes back in time to like like where JFK is like running for president and all that, and he ends up like like starting a life there type shit, and then all of a sudden like getting kicked back into it. That would be interesting, but like then again,
Think about the like psychological effect that would have on you
yeah,
to be like living in like the 1980s and like building a connection to certain people around you, and then all of a sudden you're just sucked back into like the reality that like this is
Well,
all
like
those people are basically dead, and now you're like in the current modern era where shit is so.
so like
I
back
don't want
then,
to be too
let's say like I would like grow old there,
cynical, but
and like would I like go back to present day as my young self, like where like I left as?
yeah, exactly. No time has passed for you in
Oh
modern day. Like
fuck!
it's literally like no, like you as soon as you like me and you, let's say me and you were talking in your apartment, and like as soon as you used your watch
It's like the
and
Roy
like went
shit from
back,
Rick
as
and
soon as
Morty.
you got back to the present like second, I'm still like anyway, like I was saying, like mid conversation, like no time ever. I wouldn't
Yeah,
even know you
you
did
just
that
like
except for you just looked at your
goes
watch.
out like
It's just
thousands
you
there.
looking at your
Yeah.
watch to me, yeah, and like as soon as you're back, like time goes back, yeah.
Oh.
Let's say third use now. So second, wait, what was the second? So
What?
you what exact
I'm,
yeah, what
let
exact
me
time
yeah,
period?
let me fix this up a little bit.
Yeah, that's my fault. You didn't specify yet. My bad, my bad. Where exactly in what time period, like what year would you want to go to?
When was
And what
Hollywood
are you
made?
doing?
Oh yeah, when was Hollywood
Hey
made?
Siri, when was Hollywood made? 1870s.
18. Ooh. See, okay, so I don't know about that, but like,
There's some mad
you know,
pussy
like,
in the 1870s, dude.
dude,
What up,
that'd
toots?
be a
Suck my
fucking,
pecker.
my fucking cock tuts.
Think about though. Oh man, I have so many good ideas for my answers, but
Well,
I
so
don't
like,
want to help you too much
I'm
here.
about to say, so like,
This is you.
maybe like, I'm gonna say like the 1950s or so,
Okay.
and
What are you doing there?
write down all of the fucking knowledge of like, like sports events, fucking movies, songs, whatever
But
the
like,
fuck.
you're only there for a day though, so you're
Only
like,
for a day. Oh, I was thinking long term. Okay.
yeah, because you're there for. Well, I guess you could be there for as long as you want, because that would then there's no point in having the like when you come back present, like it's like no time had passed. Yeah,
Well,
you could live there a whole lifetime. Like you could literally up until you're about to die, and then just oh shit, let me use my watch. If the watch gets broken though, you're fucked. You're
oh,
stuck in the
see,
1980s.
that's why I
So you
didn't
have to literally
like the time
sustain.
pad or any of that.
You have to sustain an entire life living out like in the 1950s, which you like you said you would be really successful and rich probably because you'd be able to come up with all of these things that you know are about to be culturally relevant, about to be popular, maybe be able to stop some events from happening.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know about
you'd
stuff.
be
Like
like
you said, it'd still be
famous,
alternating stuff. But
but
yeah,
maybe
getting
in a
to the
good way. Like, what if you stopped Sharon Tate's murder and Charles Manson and
yeah,
all that, and like got them
yeah.
arrested beforehand? Like, those are things like small scale where
But
it's
who
like
knows? Like whenever
no
you
one
come
else
back,
would have
all of a
gotten
sudden,
hurt
like
except
fucking
for
like
these people.
dictatorship has taken over
I don't know
America
if
type
Charles
shit.
Manson getting arrested instead of killing people and having a
We know
cult
like
would have
Sharon
gotten a
Tate living
dictator.
type shit. Like
She was
who
a
knows?
music person. She would
Who
have
knows?
been yeah, she just lived out her career.
It's a ripple effect. Her living out could have affected
Nah,
someone
not
else.
to that
Affected someone
degree
else.
though. That's crazy. It would be I agree with you. Like you shouldn't do those things because
Mega
that's the
Hitler.
whole. Yeah. Holy shit. I get that you're not supposed to do those things because of that. Like it's the whole point of the butterfly effect and that like a small tiny thing could have a big effect. I understand that. But like something that small scale in our country, I feel like it would have an impact, but not to the degree you're saying. Like, oh fucking dictators on like World War III or something. It would have been on like the this guy would have never have been who he is. He's not infamous and like people know his name as much. She would still be alive, probably made more music and lived out her life, had her son or daughter that she was pregnant with at the time, and that would have been that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Smaller stuff along the way. Maybe she started on a movie or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she fucking got killed in a different way. Who knows? But I don't know if it would have been that large scale. But anyway, back to I'm not trying to like shit on what you're saying. I'm just saying.
No, yeah, I get what you mean.
But I totally understand if you didn't want to stop an event in general because that's your prerogative and like it's your time machine at the end of the
I would
day.
definitely like like it's like
Well, I
that
get what
thing
you
of thinking
mean.
like
Like it's like
Captain
I'm not the
America
fucking
sitting there
god.
and
Like
like
this was the
y-
thing that happened. This is a natural
mhm.
occurrence. Like I'm not gonna fucking. But it is kind of, I guess, like you could say someone could make the point that it's like it's shitty to be self-serving if you have a time. Like you literally only like I'm gonna make myself rich and famous. It's just like you literally have the ability to like probably fucking cure cancer at that point.
Okay,
Like you
okay.
going back with like our scientific research of today and giving it to the doctors of the 1800s, like the medical like development from the 1800s to like our current time would be like doubled basically because they have the knowledge of today already. So like the shit they'd be learning now is like crazy. We'd probably be living in tubes and shit flying around.
Dude, okay, so yeah. Let me shape this out.
But then you fuck
So
with history so much that it's like maybe you live in a future where it's like that's somewhere you don't even want to be. Like it's like a
I come
Wally
back,
world where it's
like
like
you're like a
dystopian
whole
as
different
fuck. What up,
person.
dude? Yeah, like fucking
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, like you wouldn't even know any like the people you knew. It's like nobody's even the same. Like I don't even know these fucking people now.
So like so like I don't want to say just like self-serving type shit. Like obviously if there's some
Bro,
good to
hold
do,
on. I'm not trying to
definitely.
cut you off, but this you saying that made me like think of this, right? So it's like you go back in the 1950s, you change like 9/11, all this shit from happening. You're doing all this good stuff. You're living your life. You're like known. You're going on Oprah and shit. Like the guy, like basically God. Like you're God. You know, people refer to you as like that guy. Like
I
you
am
stop
it,
so many
dude. I
events.
do.
Like
I
you
make the
have like
Oprah
the
show,
power
dude.
and shit, right?
Yeah,
Exactly, yeah. Like you're fucking like it's like, dude, he has a third eye. Like this guy is the Messiah. And
dude. That's what I was
like
about to
when you
say.
changed history so much that like you go back, you're like, all right, I'm gonna go back to like modern day now. And like I was like when you before you left initially, we were in your apartment sitting together and you're like, hold on, and like you used your time machine, right? And like it's been like a whole lifetime for you inside of this world, but you're like, all right, I'm gonna dip out, and you like go to leave, right? And like you when you leave like the apartment and you're inside of is just like this destroyed fucking like desolate landscape like Terminator style where it's like bricks all around you like nuclear
You're
apocalypse and
like
like
a robot
I'm
type
no I'm
shit.
just gone like and you're like what the fuck like yo James like what the fuck and like you get a hold of some shit and it's just like the year is like 20 fucking it's just like a whole different like timeline now where it's like a whole different year completely like they go by a different calendar and like there's been a fucking like Native American war and shit like they came back like all this crazy shit happened in World War VII or something you're like what did I do I have to go back and undo all of it.
Oh, dude, that'd be crazy. The third try has to. It's you killing your previous self from stopping all of it. Fucking like a time
Yo,
looper fucking thing.
fucking. What's your third one? Should I answer my first one while you think?
You go ahead.
I have a general idea of like for the first use of the time machine, I'd also probably have either the cable watch or probably like the Project Almanac one because it's like just in a garage or some shit and
It's a
like
little
it's not
Xbox
gonna come with me.
360.
Yeah, it's not gonna come with me into the
Yeah.
fucking time where I'm at, so it won't even be attached to me. I can't break it. But also, I guess in that sense, it's like you set it to when you want to come back. So it's like I couldn't do what you did and like stay a whole generation and live there and shit like that. I'd have to set it
Mhm.
like, fucking 1 week from now, bring me back or but that's also dangerous, I guess. But it is like a fail safe of like if anything were to happen, you kind of get out of
Mm.
there. So I guess like my first use, I would try to and this is kind of crazy because it would have a ripple effect, but I don't know on what scale. But
I'm ready for
I
this.
would somehow try to stop the Titanic from sinking
Why?
because I mean a lot of people died for one, but I also think that like ship innovation in general
Yeah.
wouldn't have like it would get better almost. Like I understand people still make cruise ships and things like that and they're better nowadays, yachts, all that. But I feel like the way the Titanic was like advertised, like the unsinkable ship, like the best ship in the world. I would try it's such an easy fix too. It would literally be as easy as just like moving the fucking captain's wheel, just letting him know like, hey, there's an iceberg dead ahead. You should probably not hit that.
Oh, it's literally just blind spot.
Yeah, just like popping in the fucking Titanic real quick, like an hour before it hits, and being like, "Yo, veer to the right,
Just
homie.
start
I'm gonna
cranking the
save
wheel to the left.
everyone's
Yeah.
everyone's life on this bitch. Trust me."
You just gotta come up, knock him out, and just start
Yeah,
cranking the
and
wheel.
like I'm not even. I don't. It would be such an and that's the reason I'm saying that too, is like it would just be the easiest. Like I don't have to convince anyone of anything. Just being able to pop in there real quick, being like, listen, dude, like trust me, that's such an easy thing to do, and it would ultimately save a lot of people's lives. Because think about how many fucking people recently dying trying to go see the Titanic and shit. It's like obviously these people will still do these dumb fucking things where they go in submarines and shit, but like that would have been a group of people that wouldn't have died as well. But yeah, I don't know. I
You'd
think
be
the
keeping an
Titanic in
Xbox
general,
360 controller instead of a Logitech.
yeah, I think the fucking Titanic in general would be cool as hell just to not ever like sunk, it'd be
Well,
kind of
so
tight.
like, it's curious because like, in the same way that you say like it
And
not
ripple effect
crashing,
wise, I don't know what would have happened based on that, but
Leonardo DiCaprio wouldn't have never taken off.
it could have been another shit probably.
James Cameron would have made another one for him. But like you were saying like it not crashing would like improve ship like stability
Well,
whatnot.
I understand in the same way, like it crashing also made them like, all right,
Yeah, like
this
let's
is
like
what went
look at these
wrong. But
flaws.
at the same
Yeah.
time, I guess it is a kind of a stupid point, but I just more so meant like there's there's like a sort of fear amongst a lot of people because of those movies of big
Hmm.
ships like that, where it's like I'd never get on a cruise ship. I seen Titanic. Like there wouldn't
Yeah.
be a fear of the ocean on a big ship like that because it's like
Jaws.
nothing like that ever maybe wouldn't have happened. I'm sure it would have happened still to some degree, but not like the Titanic's like one of those incidents where it's like the whole ship fucking like cracked in half and
Hmm.
people were flying off the shit dying. It's
Literally
like
a boat's worth of people nearly.
yeah, it's like that would have been I feel like history would be a little it'd be just be cool, I guess, for it to never have happened. I don't know. It's not
Okay, okay.
necessarily, and it's such an like I said, it's one of the things where it's easy because like I could easily say like I'd try to stop fucking 9/11, but like no way they believe me. Like they're going to think I'm a fucking liar or a terrorist
They're
or
gonna
I'm
try
fucking
to
crazy.
pin it on you type shit. Yeah, you're gonna get into a jail cell.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I can imagine me like popping up and like trying to talk to the president or like the
She's about to get
CIA, and I'm like,
bombed.
listen, like I have all of these like documents printed out. I have like CDs. I have video footage. I have all this evidence, but I like just hear me out. They're not gonna want to listen to that. They're gonna think I'm like a nut job. And yeah, I don't know. That sounds like a lot of work. And I would try. I guess I could try to, but with three uses, I'm not trying to fucking waste one of my tries trying to stop 9/11 and get like pinned into a fucking psych ward for the rest of my time until I get spawned back into modern day, right? So yeah, I guess Titanic, like it's easy, it's chill, it's quick. A lot of people would be saved. Probably bang a bitch on the boat or something. Bang
Yeah,
Rose, dip
Bang
out.
Rose.
All
Yeah,
right,
let's
yeah,
do
see ya.
Rose. She went.
And so for my second one, my second one, go back in time to when I was probably 15, 16, like when we met type shit around that area.
Hmm.
I'd go back then and I'd like walk up in my room when everyone else was sleeping, like break into my
Beat your
house, be like,
fucking
listen,
ass.
listen, and I would start
Listen,
talking to
buddy.
myself. I'd be like I'd fill myself in on like all of the information I know nowadays about certain shit, just like a fucking eight
Ooh.
hour talk where it's just me and my past self sitting there like really like, all right, this is gonna happen, but like don't trip about it. Um, don't do this, like avoid certain things, certain people,
See, I would
prioritize
like
certain
kind of like
relationships with other people, like types of friends. Don't hang out with these guys.
Hmm.
like, kind of give myself like the knowledge of like, maybe take this thing more serious. If you start doing this more, this will improve. Like just kind of filling myself like confidence and boosting like
Yeah,
you're gonna figure it out. Here's some like knowledge for the future type shit, and then be like, all
I
right,
like that,
dudes.
but like maybe like some things like like because like you don't like want
You
it to
don't
be
want to
like,
tell
oh yeah,
yourself
like this is like
everything.
when
I
like
just mean
this
more so,
person
and
is
like,
gonna
yeah, you're not
die
gonna be
type
like,
shit. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
like,
you're not gonna be like, oh, don't do this because then you'll, yeah, like not like little shit, but like big events in my life where it's like that
yeah.
probably would have been cooler if that
Oh,
didn't
I like
happen. Or like
that.
certain people, it would be kind of cool to be like, hey, like don't like your friend you're like hanging out with right now, yeah, probably just don't talk to him. Like cut him off right now. Save yourself some time. He's not gonna be a valuable friend in the future, my man. Oh, by the way, also like start prioritizing like hanging out with Zach or like maybe don't talk to him too much. He's not also gonna stick around long. Like like keep your real friends closer.
Hmm.
That type of information, I feel like it's like, oh fuck yeah, and then it's like, all right, cool.
Bro, I changed my second one to that, like something along the lines of that
Yeah,
also.
but yeah, exactly. When you were a kid, it's like you're like an airhead, and you're like just everything's such a big deal, and like
Everything's a question.
yeah, and like kind of giving yourself that like you're gonna
A
figure
little
shit
bit
out
of
at
a
one
heads up.
point. You'll
Like,
be all
bro,
right, man.
GTA 6 is gonna be so sick.
Still haven't played it myself. It's my third one is I would go into the future, and I'd go into
GTA
the
like
future.
13, dude.
Yeah, I'd go into the because I'm like modern. I'd go into the future 160 years
And then
exactly,
you finally get to play GTA 7.
and I would get to see like what video games are like. I would see what like everything is like, and then come back. Obviously, you know what I mean. That would be so
Oh,
fucking cool
dude.
because I haven't even thought about the future part of it, where it's like that would be so fun to go 100.
That's where
Like,
it's like
no,
kind of
actually, you know what? Going like
thinking.
50 years in the future, or like even 20, it's like I would love to see 20 years into the future right now, honestly. That would be pretty cool. Like, yeah, that's my third answer. I would go 20 years into the future
20 years.
and see what my life is like. Like, what am I doing? Where do I live? Do we still talk? Are you living close by? Like, what version of fucking Xbox am I playing nowadays? I'd like basically just like peer through the fucking window at my life and be like, what's he doing?
And
Like,
go fuck a
what's
bitch.
James up to at 40 years old, type, or 43 years old? Yeah.
Dude, that would be so fucking trippy.
Yeah. It's like The Simpsons or whatever when he like Bart sees like the old version of Bart and shit, and he like comes in
Oh,
and it's like them as
yeah.
kids. Does he want to see my wife? And it's fucking Millhouse's sister or whatever.
Bro, speaking of, that show's on its series finale.
Wow, finally.
Yeah. It's fucking end of an era.
Imagine right now seeing 20 years into your life. You'd be 42. Well, like imagine what like that'd be awesome to be able to be like, what the fuck is, and then like that would kind of like give you like an idea of like imagine like you see 20 years into the future and it's like you're a fucking bum and like you're fat and
Hmm.
shit. You'd come back with the knowledge of like, all right, I'm about to like take that shit serious. I'm doing this or I'm doing that. Like that's what I would try to do too. It's like let me see what things ended up.
Hmm. Oof.
Part 1 million of
Maybe
Taurus.
even like wait, you said like 20 years?
Yeah, exactly 20 years.
I would say, wait, hold on. So
You'd be 42, right? Because you're 22 right now.
I want to say 60 or 70 years for me. And like sit there
Really?
and talk with like an old kid, like that'd be like the most like blunt, straight up, like
Dude, what
most
if you
wise fool.
what if you
It's
go
like a
that far into the
fucking
future
a
to talk to yourself
headstone.
and you're
Yeah.
dead? Yeah, it's not even
Hmm.
there. What the fuck?
Go talk to you.
What's up, bad
You're
guy?
like fucking Homer, like you're like a cyborg.
What up?
I actually sold your kidneys on the black market for this outfit. So I'm gonna snap my fingers and you're gonna forget you're gay.
Fuck you. I know this. I know this one.
I snap my fingers. You forget that you were ever gay.
I was never gay.
Exactly.
Wait, no, stop.
Yes.
No, stop.
I know this
Now,
one.
No, you don't.
Yeah, dude, fuck you.
Come on.
Because then I say, no, I'm not gay though, and you're like, exactly.
Yeah, just like looks at the camera.
Fuck you, man.
A great magician.
That is fucking funny though.
Yeah.
I like the videos where it's like the whoever moves first is gay.
Spanish. Whoever moves first is gay.
Baby, you got something in your nose. Sniffing that K. Did you feel the hole? Hope you find peace.
Baby, you got
Baby,
something
you got
in your
something in your
nose. God damn it. I love that meme so much. That's one of the better things I've seen on the internet lately.
Yeah, that definitely outweighs Hawk to.
Oh man, dude. Don't even have we talked about that yet? Is there a Huck annotation in one of these podcasts, dude?
We do not
That's
have
fucking
Huck
trash,
to
man.
on
I don't
there
want
yet.
don't even give that any fucking. Did you hear Eminem is gonna be a grandfather?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who got Haley pregnant?
Me? No, I'm kidding. Like my mom sent it to me, and I was wondering, like, is it a boy or a girl? Because that'd be cool if it's like Marshall Bruce Mathers the fourth type shit.
Tony Hawk's son and
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Cobain stuff. They finally had a kid.
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember
Yeah.
we talked about them being together at some point.
Yeah, and
I don't know if that was on the podcast, but we talked about it.
Yeah. Like that was like the whole thing about like they're gonna make the coolest kid ever. Ronan Walker Cobain Hawk.
What a fucking crazy ass name, dude.
It's a fucking stud right there, dude.
So you're on a bed, right?
Not currently.
No, hypothetical time. You're on a bed,
Oh,
right? It's
okay,
a
what am I
dingy
doing?
fucking
What
saw.
position?
You're in a fucking saw trap. You see my face come on the TV. It's static.
You're coming on the TV.
Shut up. Do you want to play a game, Zach? And you just see my face with like red swirls on my fucking beautiful face.
Yeah,
Right?
it's like painted.
You're
So I'm with
you're shackled to a dingy ass mattress, right? And it's all
But
tiles all around
I,
you,
like-
just like the room from the first
you.
saw.
How am I like stuck to the mattress? Because I can just like.
You're just
rip it.
laying on it, but you're fucking shackled to the wall.
I asked you to stay there.
Okay, so your dad's behind you, butt fucking naked, dick pressed against your butt, not going in
I
yet.
already
but-
see how you're lining this up. I'm not playing this fucking game.
Wait! Hey, hold on.
Wait.
Let me paint a picture for you.
I already see your
I'm on the
picture.
TV. Oh,
I see your fucking dirty ass little Pablo
You lived a
Escobar
life.
painting.
So basically, Saw, like Jigsaw's whole thing is like people waste their. He has cancer. He has a brain tumor, and he's like
Yeah.
he's gonna die soon. So like he finds people that are like wasting their life or like they've done fucked up things, and like tries to give them a wake up call and like realize their life is more meaningful or precious or whatever. They should take shit more serious, whatever it is, right? It's like dad's behind you, butt naked, belly and dick pressed against your back. Your mom is in front of you, but like on your cock, not in, not on, just near, right there. All right,
No.
you're shackled to the floor. The mattress is laying there. You're on it, right? I'm on the TV.
James.
You've lived a life of gluttony. You've lived a life of selfishness. Now I have the ultimate game for you to play since you like the game so much. Your dad is behind you, semi-erect after I fed him 15 hours of Blue Chew to make his cock hard. Your mom is in front of you. I've lubed her pussy up. Your dick is also hard from taking Viagra, Cialis, and Blue Chew. I have a camera in the corner recording every moment of this to post on every social media in the world. There is a saw blade attached to the ceiling that will lower and cut the three of your heads off. If you don't, either back up and let your dad fuck you in the ass, or you go forward and fuck your mom in the ass. What are you doing?
I'm just letting the fucking
If you-
salt over, dude.
You're letting your dad, your mom, and you get your head cut off?
There's no winning
You're such
in
a
this
cool part of the
situation,
movie.
man. Roles swapped, motherfucker. I'm on the team.
I guess I'm gonna fucking get up and
You're
like when the
shackled.
saw
You
blade,
can't
yeah, but
move.
to my ankle. When
Oh, you're gonna coordinate you and your mom and your dad and to do all
No.
that?
no, but
So you're still
when
gonna
the saw-
sacrifice them?
when the saw blade comes down, I'm gonna like put the chain around my ankle. I'm gonna stretch it out to where the blade cuts
It's
the
not
chain,
long enough.
and I'm fucking free, dude.
It's not long enough.
And then I'm gonna
It's
be
like
like
at
the
least,
nigga
like-
from the movie where I escape.
It's 3 chain, about 5 chain links too short.
Then I'm fucking my mom in the ass, dude. Is that what you want to hear, man? I'd make it look really real, but I wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's like veer upwards and like just like
Yeah.
avoid it in general. Like take a step to the side. Like, yeah,
We gotta watch the Saw movies together, bro.
I'm down, bro. A
making
little bit
a new
of ooh, oh yeah, you told me about that one.
Yeah,
Bro, a
John
little bit of-
Kramer. No, that's the one I was telling you to watch. I've seen it. It's out.
Ooh,
They're making a new
okay.
one though. And, John Kramer or whatever, the same guys in it. Let's do it together. You ready? 3,
2.
1. Thank
Go.
y'all for watching. Episode.
This
Wait, wait,
episode-
say it with me. Thank you.
Thank
Wait,
you for
Thank you for watching.
you
Thank you for watching episode.
13?
watching
episode 13.
Yeah, 13 of
Yeah,
Tours.
13 of Torspp.
Yeah, we'll be putting out
Yeah,
another one
we'll be
Friday.
putting out another one.
Just promise me she's not a Black Ops 2 zombie. I mean a freak.
Swear, she's right there.
She's wearing Doc Martens.
Did you just buy an Olympia?
Just in case.
Hey guys. Harlot, this is Big Hoss.
Greetings.
I'm Rick Toffin. I said Ricky Hawkins. Easy, Big Hoss. So where you from? Keno. Oh my god.
Come again for Big Hoss?
I said Rio. What's your favorite animal? Probably hellhounds.
What the fuck did you just say?
I said a giraffe.
Those don't even like sound.
Be cool, Big
My
H.
fault,
Damn.
my fault. Where's your friend?
Oh, she's right over there. Come here.
No, I'm out of here.
What if